In Austin, I'm Darrenisha Heron. Sunday, we had a line of storms come through our area, leaving several roads impassable. KVUE's Jessica Cha traveled around Burnet County as the storms approached.
It's been raining off and on out here in the Marble Falls area since we arrived around 10 this morning. And as a precaution for some of that heavy rain hitting the area, the city has closed off a couple of these low water crossing areas, like the one on Avenue N and 2nd Street. And if you take a look down there, it might be hard to see, but there is some water pooling on the lower area of that street there, but I would not say that it's flooding over just yet. The Lower River Colorado Authority has also opened up several floodgates at Starkey Dam and one gate at the Words Dam as they fill up from the rain. Water will move toward Lake Travis, and authorities are keeping boats and people off Lake Travis because the water can have debris and high bacteria levels. As it continues to rain today, just as this sign advises, if you see flooding, turn around, don't drown. And it's also probably good to stay clear of the river today. In Marble Falls, Jessica Cha, KVUE News.
And an update in Travis County, where frustrated neighbors are seeing some progress. Contractors have begun working on a temporary fix for the Sandy Creek Bridge. It's the only way in or out of the Sandy Creek neighborhood. So neighbors say that they felt stranded. A two-way low water crossing is being built parallel to the bridge. If the weather holds, the bridge could be open soon. The bridge was damaged because of floodwaters. The Central Texas Food Bank is continuing to feed people during the aftermath of the floods. On Friday, they were in Burnet County filling cars with food and supplies. People receiving help from the food bank aren't required to show an ID. They are just asked to give a zip code so staff can get an idea of where more help is needed. Food bank leaders say the people they talked to were very appreciative of the help.
Very grateful. They're very, very grateful because what they are seeing is volunteers who are here to support them and getting that fresh fruit, to get that water, to get that supply without any need to fill out any kind of paperwork is huge. So gratitude is what we see.
The food bank plans to open a distribution site in Llano County today at the Kingsland Community Center. It will open from 4 to 6 p.m. and leaders could open more sites in other communities that need help. And in the Liberty Hill area, flood survivors are still reeling from the devastation in their community. On Friday, close to 50 volunteers with HEB worked together to clear debris at homes ruined by the floods. One family who lives nearby says parts of their home and many items inside got swept across their property. They spoke to Kelsey Sanchez.
Toys that will never be opened and a bear that won't be played with. They're now just pieces along this trail of destruction.
Our neighbors here got HEB, helping them clean up debris from our house on their property. And
Jay Hawks and his family live near Bear Creek in Liberty Hill. On Friday, they were trudging through the woods looking for anything they could find after their house was destroyed.
And when everyone says it happens in a minute, was literally a minute.
Hawks says he lives on the next street over, but pieces of his home along with their memories were pushed here. These are just some of the items scattered from homes ruined by the floods, and you can see debris is just about everywhere. The Hawk family says they were able to recover some photos, but to them, they say the other items lost are just stuff.
When people say stuff doesn't matter, it doesn't matter at all.
Because the thought of what could have happened remains fresh. Hawk says their house broke apart and they clung to a tree before they were rescued.
We jumped out and I went first and my wife came. And she went under to pull her up. I don't know how I did it. There was a tree there. The tree wasn't even that big.
Their son Ethan wasn't home, but says just being able to see his parents again is all that matters.
The two most important things made it out of the house. And at the end of the day, the stuff doesn't really matter.
So while volunteers clear up this trail and help families like the Hawks, they're looking ahead and putting what pieces they can back together.
All right.
In Liberty Hill, Kelsey Sanchez, KVUE News.
The start of the school year is right around the corner, and Salvation Army Austin wants to make sure every kid has what they need before they're back in the classroom. Over the weekend, they collected school supplies at a Stuff the Bus event in South Austin. This is the 6th year the Salvation Army has held the event. These supplies go to families with children who are experiencing homelessness. Organizers say the event means a lot to the families they help.
It's impacting because, again, it supplements where they can't provide, and we don't want a child to be without something because they can't afford it. And so when the community steps forward, as they do here in a great way, we know that these children that come see us, they're going to school fully equipped.
Salvation Army will have another Stuff the Bus event next Saturday in Georgetown. If you weren't able to donate, you can also drop off supplies at the Salvation Army on Manor Road. And at the end of July, they'll hand those supplies out to the families. And changes are coming to Southwestern University in Georgetown. University leaders plan to develop 560 acres east of campus. The project will include a concert hall, boutique hotel, restaurants, and research spaces, bringing in much needed revenue. But to make room for all of this, the community will have to say goodbye to part of a beloved piece of campus. Students and faculty will lose a natural area with hiking trails, bird watching blinds, and the university's beehives. The lab has been used for environmental studies classes and student research for years. 17 acres of the Eco Lab would be preserved. The city of Cal is growing, and city leaders are trying to get ahead of the community's needs with a new mobility project. They are developing a plan to guide growth. The goal is to invest in transportation projects that build a safe community filled with different mobility options. Work on the plan started in the spring and is expected to be finished by next year. Residents can weigh in on the plan, taking a survey that's open until August 29th. The city of San Marcos plans to outline ways to preserve buildings for the next 5 to 10 years. City officials say the plan will help bridge the past to the future and provide people with ways to learn the history of the city. Some family-owned businesses that may be a landmark or in the historic district won't be affected by the plan. There will be a meeting at 5:30 p.m. next Wednesday to learn more. You can make comments on this plan until July 27th. Those are the headlines here in Austin. I'm Darenisha Heron.